Hello, Beth and viewers. Today, I am making a very much Hannah Hart-esque iPhone walk and talk vlog. I have no idea how she does this. My arm is already hurting me, and I'm just, I'm 21 seconds in. Anyway, today we're going to do story time. Okay, and story time is where I'm going to tell a funny story about someone in my family, and then maybe you tell me a funny story about someone in your family. Maybe, hopefully. I guess when you find someone to get that wardrobe right side up anyway. For those of you just tuning in, Beth is trapped in Narnia because the wardrobe fell over. I know this joke isn't that funny the second time around, but that's too bad. In any case, many moons ago, my father had a very first car. And this car was terrible. It was absolutely atrociously terrible. And he was done, wanted to move on, wanted to get a better car. And he decided that the best way of going about this was to wreck this car and try to pawn it off that the car was stolen and crashed. So him and my uncle go out, and this is not my uncle, his brother. This is my uncle who married his sister, but they weren't married at the time. They go out with the car, and they spend like an hour trying to wreck it. They crash into an aluminum guardrail, which of course breaks away and doesn't do too much damage. They crash it into something else. I think, those yellow and black big things that are filled with water that sometimes you see in construction areas. Try to crash into one of those. It doesn't work. Eventually, they do the classic straight out of a movie's way down the gas pedal and drive it into a cement divider. And this car is now wrecked, destroyed, it's mangled, the whole 9 yards. So, the next day, my father is at his house, and he says to my grandfather, his dad, I gotta call the insurance company, my car was stolen, blah, 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 I think it was destroyed. And my grandfather looks at him and says, "But Arnold, you don't have coverage for theft and collision." So, of course, the car was wrecked. And he was left with nothing. I had to start from scratch. In any case, that is it for me, because let me tell you, this is really tiring. I have no idea how Hannah Hart walks down the street and does this. I don't get it. Also, this would make someone dizzy pretty fast. I hope to hear your story, or maybe just make up a story, because I don't actually know you that well, so I won't know if it's fake. As always, if this video was not entertaining enough for you, I will leave my video recommendation of the day down in the description below. And Beth, I will see you tomorrow.